What could make people think that they actually hate their life? Well, them feeling useless in numerous situations. Well, I don't think too much in that direction because that is kind of fake. It is an illusion that you are being programmed to embrace every time things don't go your own way. See, the problem in life is a lot of people, since you were a child, they taught you all the things that never worked in their life, or they never were capable or willing to do, right? They took you to do tennis courses, swimming, whatever subjects of study, anything that they couldn't in their life because they didn't want, or whatever. All their misfortunes, they put those down your shoulders, and then you were supposed to be their flag bearer, right? Because who the heck cares? You are young, you have all the time in the world. You're not allowed to have a childhood in the first place, right? So a lot of people, they feel abandoned. The problem is, the more people there are in a city, not necessarily in a society, but in a city, the more people there are. Haven't you noticed that there are more cases of loneliness, right? Because all of these things are being thought and have been thought for thousands of years. It's not the first time the globalists have been doing this. The first assail against humanity was when they created the idea of infirmaries, right, or nurseries, where they take your child, and it's no longer the child. They are no longer being close to their mother's aura, right? They are put in a hell, or basically in an environment where there are other children abandoned, and all those children cry in there. Maybe they cannot hear one another, but the desperation and the abandonment in there, those will haunt you forever. And every time you're gonna get disappointed by your parents again and again and again, those will stack. Sure, feel free not to believe me, but look in society, look especially in the West, how easy it is for the globalists to have their children pitted against their parents. Do you think all their actions are just random? If you learn a bit of the aspects of the occult, or just look inside yourself, if you have enough spirituality, experience, or, well, if you have what it takes, one has patience, well, a lot of the problems of the world can be solved, but not all. You can do those little bits of research in life by just looking inside. If you have certain awareness, answers will come to you. If not, and you wish to be intellectual, you can spend the time and end up with the results by proving them in a physical way, right? With mathematics or whatever not. Abandonment issues are things that hit everyone, and you have to understand they hit very hard. Lately, I've been going through almost 2 weeks of almost complete lethargy, but I've gone to work, I've worked on my project, I've taken more rest, and I've eaten better. I also went a bit more outside, but the unbearable heat makes it a bit annoying. And I kind of don't want to walk outside at night because I want to go to bed quite early. And, well, every now and then, probably some half an hour walk or something. And when it comes to things like this, one has to understand these things will cripple you because things in life can overwhelm you with ease. Your abandonment is gonna hit you very, very hard. And people end up oftentimes asking themselves, why would they live? What is the purpose of life? See, you'll only ask these when your life is very horrible, when you feel alone, when you feel abandoned, when you haven't experienced any real joy of life. Because being given, sweet things, being told sweet words and the such, if they're spoken by fake people, they're not gonna last. They're not gonna matter anyways. You're just gonna say, oh, that's so cute and the such, but it's gonna pass. And deep down, you know that it's not gonna work. But no one gave you the will to seek inside, to even use your abilities, or to even become a bit internalized. Because ever since you're young, you're taken to the second crime of a sick society against us humans, which is called kindergarten. What are you doing in a kindergarten? You're 3 years, 4 years of age, you don't know shit about life, you don't know anything. Your parents should be teaching you things. You should be close to your parents, to their aura. That is where your safety is. But you're being taken to an institution that's going to program you how to be even more of a slave, how to be even more useless, because those people are already useless in most cases. They are drones of society who have gone through the same troubles, through the same useless ideas, and they're just, drones of a society. They're just robots. They're doing the same thing, and, well, they're miserable people. See, the life of miserable people is very simple. They reach a certain age, 20 years, where they start thinking all the shit of their parents up till the 30s, right? That is the golden age, your 20s. What you think in there is planted deeply in your garden. And then afterwards, it's going to be harder and harder to simply weed out. Because starting from your 30s, whatever you have planted in your 20s in your brain, that's going to cripple you or it's going to empower you. What does the society teach you? Well, that you're useless, you're not good enough, and all this and all that. And then they reach in their 30s when that should be their gold age, or, let's say in your 20s, it should be your golden age of preparation. In your 30s, it should be your golden age where you apply everything that you have acquired. You already do, you always do. But most people just acquire other people's opinions and they invest greatly into that. And what they end up is, well, almost the same nonsense and the same misery like their predecessors, right? So they keep investing. They reach 40 years of age, and you see them, all alone, looking like some, cryptic being, looking down, gazing through their windows at the young and hating them for, not having the ability, like they, the older ones, not having the ability to teach those young children how to be as miserable as them. Because all the things that adults fail in their life, they're gonna rush to the child and teach them because they know they've lived a lie and it's easy to teach others the same game. Yes, let's play the same game. Go work and do this and do that. And they're 50, you're 25 years of age, you get hired and you've reached your parents' potential. Yes, you haven't worked 25 years as your parents, but you've got hired. They've got hired. You've done the greatest that your parents have done in their life. And you're still 25 years of age. You have fulfilled the societal cycle. You have achieved the last level. Now you just have to work 40 years of hell, or probably even more, because obviously it's going to be increased more and more. And then you're going to be thrown away like a battery when it's discarded, right? When it's depleted, actually. So these people beyond their 40s, they just hate everyone, right? They hate themselves and they wish they could die and this and that, and they'll always complain and they will die miserable sobs, right? And in worst case scenarios, they will make other people's lives even more miserable. See, all these abandonment issues, they hit very hard. One has to understand. And one has to start asking themselves questions and take the patience, because TikToks and all of these nonsensical music, games, mainstream media, they are canceling not only society and culture, they are canceling your greatest power, which is your patience. When you no longer have patience, you're gonna seek anything instantly. This sick society is adept. It's actually perfect at giving you anything you seek. But the question is it in any way gonna serve you? Because don't forget, this world is somewhat, influenced by globalists. Globalists are Zionists. To them, humans are nothing else but worse than animals. Humans have to be exterminated in their vision. And you're their target. You can think that humans have to be exterminated, wet your pants as much as you want. It doesn't matter. You're not one of them. You're going to be exterminated as well, sooner or later. Because everyone has their term in the eye, anyone has their time in the eyes of the globalists. And they usually target those who are deviants, those who are evil, because those who are evil and ignorant, they end up doing more harm than those who are not, right? That's why a lot of miserable sops are dying. But they're gonna tell you that a certain, star has been killed or whatever. The system is rigged. They will always give you drama, even more drama. It's not gonna cure your attention deficiency. Ask yourself what kind of people you want to meet and seek those kinds of people. Learn about yourself, how your system functions, And well, in time, learn how your emotions, your mind functions. Ask yourself what pisses you off the most, what pisses you off the most about people. And in time, you will see that answers will come. If answers don't come, try simply relating to people. Try talking with people online, or, well, why not even go to a store, a bookstore, go to, I don't know, a cafeteria, and try to make a conversation with people. If you can't, it's not a problem because you're not going to a date or whatever. Even if you're going to a date, it doesn't matter what gender you are. The other gender or genders, whatever you believe, they're not superior to you in any way, shape, or form. So if someone simply doesn't want you, most likely they're also feeling unworthy because that's what their parents most likely taught them. Or simply they don't want you, it doesn't matter. When you just look at someone's physique and you say you don't like them just because of that, well, it may be or maybe not enough information, but one's physique is only less than 1% of their entire existence. Ultimately, one has to understand you simply cannot hate life because if you remove your body, your emotions, your physicality, everything that represents you and your karmic structure, ultimately you're nothing else but a piece of life. You simply cannot hate life. You just get entranced into this occult world where you're taught that everything about life is horrible, right? That's what I think the old Satan would say, that life is not life. Awareness, consciousness is worthless, right? And living in a conscious way is bad because being conscious means being aware of things. So better live ignorant, right? Why wouldn't why wouldn't the devil teach you that awareness is good? Because when you are aware, you can start seeing the deceits. When you start seeing the deceits, well, the devil can no longer be that successful because there will always be more deceits and the such. But ultimately, one has to understand the devil is not necessarily the devil of the Bible or the devil shaitan of the Quran. One has to understand that is a being that was created by us humans or by the globalists a long time ago, and that the mainstream, right, it is a stream of energy that is farming you of your energy and is feeding their Satan, their Lord, to which they have to kill people so that it pleases him, right? And well, this is the world you live in. If you still want to hate on life, well, you don't need to because there are people who will do that for free. You don't need to hate yourself. There are people who will do that for free for you. Some people might even pay you to hate you, right? In a way, if you strike it successfully and you, let's say, end up a bit successful in the mainstream media, it will do that for free for you. A lot of people will hate you in your videos, and you're gonna get money for those videos, right? So, hopefully, this video raised a bit of awareness. It was much of a lengthy one, yes, but well, it did pack some wisdom, I hope. All this being said, take care, enjoy life, and this being said, Ferinjan Board signing out.